Welcome back to Adventures of Tintin, and now we're doing Blue Lotus, which actually follows the events of the previous one, Cigars of the Pharaoh, directly. We literally start off exactly where the last book ended. So, continuity.
Hey, I didn't pay much attention to continuity when I watched it because remember I watched this when I was a little kid, so I didn't pay much attention.
Sure. Well, I've read the books a lot over growing up, so yeah, I know this by heart. I know this by heart. So,
the audio of me telly isn't coming through there, is it?
Nah, you don't hear anything. Whatever.
Okay.
The point is, yeah, intro. Well, we gotta watch this intro, but at least it's much more interesting to look at intro than Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
Definitely, most definitely.
A lot has changed since the last Mortal Kombat.
Right, and fuck you.
Anyway. So we're back at Arabia, or whatever the hell the last book took place. I forgot the name. Whatever. Maharaja Town.
What a funny story, Snowy.
Physics? What's that?
Physics. They were ate by...
We need to go. Oh my god! I clipped him through the floor.
Oh, that's right. Tintin was on vacation. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on vacation.
Yeah, but he keeps getting...
I don't know what he's supposed to be on vacation from. He never actually does any actual work, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so someone from Japan to see him. Okay. Or China. Or is it Japan or China? I forgot. No, it's just China, actually. It's Shanghai, yes. Yes.
Gee, I wonder what his accent's going to be like.
Oh no.
Again with these darts.
Yes. So he's gonna go mad. Split up, man.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Shanghai on China, okay. Mitsuhiratu. Who's Mitsuhiratu? Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
No, it's just like that normally.
I'm honestly, I'm surprised by how not all that stereotypical his voice is.
And of course, Tintin is going to Shanghai to investigate what this Mitsuhiratu person wants of him, because this could not at all be a trap, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, stereotypical Chinese music.
This way, they may as well have just done.
Everybody in the world is out to kill this poor boy.
Well, when he will stop doing, he will start doing actually his own business. Maybe people will stop caring about.
Oh, by the way, Dez, you know how surprisingly not that stereotypical that accent was? Don't worry, Debs. They're gonna make up for that with the face of Mitsuhiratu, because Mitsuhiratu is classic 40s Japanese racism.
Complete with huge teeth and everything.
Oh boy.
Too bad he cannot read.
I have a package for Mr. Tintin. And I probably just annoyed a lot of Chinese.
And as always, Americans have real trouble pronouncing Japanese names.
Yeah, I know, right? Like.
By the way, that's. Did you notice that blonde guy that was right there?
Yeah.
That's RJ. That's RJ's cameo. Sometimes he cameos in the show, so that's
So he's cameoing from beyond the dead.
that's
It
this
looks
is,
like a whale.
that's racist.
Ding!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't look at that guy with a straight face. Poisoned.
Maybe that's why they only show his face every only 3 seconds at a time.
I can say that with all the program games you're making.
So basically, he's saying that the message was the general, not general, sorry, the Mahadra is in peril, so he should go back to where he came from.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see now where that scene from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation got his inspiration from. You know, the whole every time he goes somewhere, it's a trap.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the.
Well,
you know,
Webs, this is probably taken inspiration from 1940s detective movies. I mean, this kind of shit happened all the time in those serials.
You know the scene page where he's Hunt's getting his mission, but it turns out it was actually a trap.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't see that coming. But anyway, now we've got a what? Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Nothing. This is like business as usual for Tintin. So.
Getting shot at.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, at this point, you may as well just be walking around wearing bulletproof armor from head to toe.
Okay, so basically he went back to the hotel and he's packing, basically. I think.
No, he's just sitting there.
There you go.
Ta-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, in the original book, he went straight into packing, and they that note that he just read, that's added by this episode. But whatever, it doesn't really change anything. Whatever. I don't know. I've never been the kind of guy to open anonymous packages, but whatever.
Oh.
No, Graham, don't.
Basically, that note tell him to go to a specific address wearing that specific outfit that's in the package, basically.
Wonder what the outfit is exactly.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Okay, her game was certainly not lacking in imagination. I'll give him that.
It's pronounced RJ, but sure.
Actually, it's Herge.
Oh, it's Herge?
Actually,
Hers.
Herge, okay.
since Belgium is...
There he is again.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Zampacto.
Which is ironic. It's ironic you say that to us, by the way, because Tintin, the Spielberg movie, is one of the most unimaginative movies ever.
I am acting.
You will go to the Dagobah sister.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you imagine if Obi-Wan actually...
He says, he will know the truth once I cut off your head.
Could you imagine if Obi-Wan actually talked like that?
Actually, there's the reason. Believe it or not, that's actually a good reason why he's talking like that. Wow.
I guess he's not really Chinese.
No, actually, he is Chinese. Well, actually, he is Chinese, but he's poisoned too. There you go.
Yeah.
He was the one who saved Tintin earlier from that machine gun, but someone got to him, basically.
Okay. Is he at least taken off that outfit now?
Yes, he is. But he'll be back into it, don't worry.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I've forgotten, was the dog in the movie?
The poor guy can't catch a break, can he?
He can't walk
Yep.
2 steps without being caught.
Oh, how cute! We have one even for the dog.
It's chloroform. Basically, breathe it and you get knocked out cold.
Yeah.
And he was dumped in the sea. Again.
Down
Yeah, and
goes
also, what's up
down
with
goes
these guys
Tintin
dumping
to the bottom of the
because the
sea.
man can still float. Guys, if you wanna kill him, make
Actually,
sure
Teo,
that the box
they don't
thing
want to
is-
kill him. Have you never read the Blue Lotus book?
I was just,
Ah, okay. Okay, basically, believe it or not, this actually is the doing of the good guys, believe it or not. You'll see. We're gonna explain. Don't worry about that. There you go.
Ugh, can I go 5 minutes without some crap happening?
ah. Oh.
How did he get the dog past all the border patrols?
There's no border patrols to him. He never actually got out of the country because they stopped him from leaving.
No, I mean when he leaves America and goes to
I
countries.
think back in the day there wasn't so much controls for animals.
Yeah, remember 60s. So.
It's a 60s thing made in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Not him again. Yes, Baba. Shit your pants. Yes, Baba. Weng Chang.
Well, look at the bright side, Whips. At least it's not Deep Wang.
Well, at least in Transformers 3 he didn't last very long.
So there you go. Yeah, he was the one saving Tintin, but unfortunately, they got to him before he could warn him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
All right.
So yeah, it is kind of like Rogue Nation. A little bit.
Yeah.
My God, the music.
That's another thing. When we're going to get to the Mission Impossible movies,
Eventually, Jova wants in on those, so we can't do them now.
I guess they're going to be like a 4-member thing. I don't know if Shiori wants in on them.
Sure. Well, there's next time it's your picks, so why don't you pick
Mission
the first
Impossible-
movie?
Yeah, Mission Impossible then. The sooner we can get the crapnesses 2 out of the way, the better. But anyway, back to Tintin.
So basically, it turns out Mitsuhirato is the actual villain. Gee, a guy with that face is the villain? I never would have guessed.
A poisonous snake.
Oh no, Graham! A poisonous snake!
Okay, so basically, Mitsurato's much like in the last book. Mitsurato is a trafficant of opium, and so basically, we're gonna have to stop Mitsurato in his drug ring, basically, and they're trying to intercept their radio calls, basically, except they're in code, so it's kind of hard to understand.
So it's kind of like Skype.
Yes.
Because if we had to do our commentaries like that.
And of course, being a genius, Tintin is going to decipher the code.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I got the solution. It's drink your Ovaltine.
Roll credits. I said roll credits.
Wasn't there a Magic the Gathering card, very powerful, called Black or Blue Lotus or something?
I've never played Magic the Gathering, so I never really was able to get into that game. It was a bit too complicated for me.
Yeah, it's the same. That's why I ask. Because what the shit?
So and yes, there you go. He's back in the outfit.
Even though it changes colors.
It's almost as bad as Sean Connery's Japanese
Actually, no.
disguise.
Actually, no, Taylor. That was because of the lighting.
It's almost as bad as Sean Connery's Japanese disguise in You Only Live Twice.
Well, it's apparently been reported that Ergay was a huge Bond fan, so.
I know. I'll get my inspiration from Sean Connery's.
I thought he was going to say, there can be only one.
Is it just because we just saw the source yesterday?
Maybe. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Doo-doo-doo. This is exactly the kind of score the movie needed. I mean, yeah, it's unsubtle, but it's entertaining. It's more than I can say for John Williams' Tintin score. I mean, not to mention John Williams is at his best. I mean, let's think about this. John Williams is known for being unsubtle with his music, and yet the one movie where he could have been as unsubtle as ever, because considering the source material, and that's the one where he decides to be subtle.
And Snowy was abandoned.
Oh.
Like that Charmander episode.
Well, considering the next movie is going to be directed by Peter Jackson, hopefully Jackson will get maybe Howard Shore or something.
Also, did you notice that shot just then when there were just headlights and not the car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, well, Pedro, if you say that, Peter Jackson probably had better music, but he also made the film longer.
True.
The Adventures of Tintin, the 4-hour marathon.
Jesus.
Divided in 4 parts. Okay.
So basically, they blew up the
Whoa.
they blew up the railway. They're terrorists. Basically, terrorism and shit. There you go.
Let me guess. Tintin. They're gonna think Tintin's the one who did it.
Actually, no. that Mook's face.
Yeah.
Ah!
Convenient.
Well, I mean, every movie ever has a convenient bit here and there. Worst shot ever.
Tintin just basically tripped twice in a row.
Kinda, yeah.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh, thank God,
Jesus Christ,
thank God, I
no.
thought he had twins.
It's raping time. But what?
Obviously, there's
Yeah,
obviously,
I'm so civilized, I blew up a train track.
obviously there's the catch. Oh boy, the Rajaja. Oh come on, it's okay. In the book, they actually did call it by the name, which is written right in the bottle, Rajaja. I don't see why they just call it the madness poison. It has a name, dude.
What?
He gave him a shot. It's just that we don't see it. I guess because censorship. I don't know.
And so we've lost Tintin.
Oh.
Oh.
I am Superman, I guess. What the fuck?
Well,
Action Man reference?
Action Man in the 60s.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. This is a little liberty taken from the English translators.
Time paradox.
Well, what am I talking about? I have actually seen the original version, I know. Basically, in the original version, he says, "I'm a giant." But I guess the dubbers thought, Action Man reference. Sure, why not?
Even though it was 1992, wasn't this?
Yep. Excuse me?
Sorry, that's not gonna happen. Like, it's the same problem of the Homefront games. Even in a situation like that, the population of this country is just too little to justify a full-scale invasion of a bigger country.
So, what did they say?
Because they blew up the railway, everybody's in panic in China, so the Japanese figured, fine, we'll just take over China. Because that's how...
That'd be like Portugal trying to take over Spain. It's just not going to work.
Exactly.
But won't the coloured water poison me?
Yeah, I guess.
Don't you see, Dwebs? It's water, therefore it's okay.
Unless you're the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
Or the aliens from Signs. And what? That's it.
Yes, that's the end of the first part.
Oh, it ended pretty definitively.
Well, remember, Dwebs, this is a two-parter. In fact, most of the episodes are two-parters, so...
Right. Yeah, overall it was fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of hilarious racism, and of course, it can only get.
Yeah.
We're gonna get even more in the next part. I love how they're. Actually, no, I forgot about production order. Never mind. Okay, everybody, see you for part 2.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you. Oh, sorry, everybody. Okay, welcome back to Tintin the Blue Lotus. The Blue Lotus. Bah.
Yeah.
So yeah, after we had that amazing encounter. Oh. And now he's gonna cut out the dog's head.
Ah. Aí, mal.
Eh? Who?
Mrs. Wang, his wife.
Okay.
What's wrong with us? We established that he's mad in the last part.
I didn't know I didn't know his father was married. Or was it?
Well, what? Do you think he was the one who gave birth to Ips? A mom is kind of implied.
Well, unless she's not the mom. Oh.
You are not the mom. What the shit?
5,000 yuan.
Yen, I guess.
Which of these two phrases is more racist?
Don't make me choose.
Jesus Christ on the bicycle.
Okay, basically the general is coming for an inspection. And yeah, there's a 5,000 yen reward on Tintin.
Dead or alive?
Yes, dead or alive. Gee, I want.
Oh my god. Duh. You had to show more teeth. You're not credible enough. Eight.
All right, now we're back to our Chinese costume. Basically,
Okay.
Dwebs, this part of the plot is he's gonna try to reach Professor Fang, which is a guy who studies, basically a guy who studies, the brain and shit, like medicine and shit. He's the one who could possibly develop an antidote for the Rajaja, aka the madness poison, as they call it here.
Okay. Is there ever a story in this series where Tintin goes to Britain?
No, surprisingly, no.
Oh.
You'll have to wait till we do the Asterix cartoons for that.
Yep.
Okay.
Except since it's the year 50 before Christ, they don't drink tea; they drink hot water.
And milk.
I wonder what their equivalent of alcohol is.
Actually, they already have
They
wine.
use French wine, the equivalent, pretty much.
Ah, okay. My heart is very anxious.
Rastapopoulos. Okay. This is the second time Rastapopoulos shows up.
Oh, cow.
Okay. Oh man, this is the part that let's just say when I record the game Tintin in Tibet for the Genesis, this is the first level of that game, because this particular section is gonna come back in a later book, so it's kind of so basically problems with the line, so people have to go and walk basically. Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Tintin, expert swimmer.
Of course he is. Remember, he's an expert at everything.
Yeah.
It's a good job this is a U-rated show. Could you imagine if it was like 18 rated? Oh, I really am an expert at everything, baby.
Yeah, because orphanages get destroyed by rivers all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of true.
Oh, it is? Oh. So yeah, Tintin got himself a sidekick.
Yay.
Tintin and Cheng.
All right.
That calendar.
That, what the hell's that?
Gee, I wonder what nationality this is. Oh,
Thomson and Thompson.
I was wondering where they were.
So yeah, they've gotten the orders to arrest him again.
What's Tintin actually done?
Remember, Wibbs, Mitsuhira to call the police about it. I mean, it's all a mistake, obviously, but the goddamn the Belgian police doesn't know. Oh, and of course, see, even
Still better than the concubine this guy is from Mulan.
Come on, Theo, that was funny too.
I know.
For you.
I'm so glad. It's so convenient that Chang just happens to be fluent in English, but whatever. Oh yeah, you left the warrant with Chang, you morons.
What's on his forehead?
His eyebrows? Okay, so what was the problem he had with Thomson and Thompson?
Hold on. Chang switched the papers, basically.
This is a kind of accent you do in a 60s Bond film or something.
I remembered
Again,
Webs
it's
that...
60s, so... Well, it was set in...
It's just surprising that, considering this show is made in America, that they had... It's surprising that they actually were completely faithful to the time period that the books were made. I mean, you'd think they would try to, update it and do away with any of the stereotypes, but no, they kept it exactly as it was. So...
Sure.
Yes,
Let me
please.
guess. The camera is a trap.
Of course, Webs.
It's actually a missile.
No, it's a Tommy gun.
Oh.
Yeah, probably should have concealed that.
And we died.
Seriously, it looks like he got shot. Yeah, well, he said that's the end of Tintin, everyone.
Oh.
He's dead.
No, actually, he's not dead. So remember, there you go.
Let's take a selfie.
There you go. It just grazed him.
Ta-da-da-da.
I've actually got the entire DVD box set of the 60s Batman. If we have a chance, we could do that one day.
Mm-hmm.
All 120 episodes of it. He's Tintin. He can try his hardest to be careful however he pleases. He's always going to get caught by someone.
Mr. and Mrs. Wang, I'm sorry, I just...
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Run it into the building?
Oh, I love this one.
GTA style.
Yeah, it's GTA action.
Well, crap.
Come on, or I'll go full GTA and run you over.
Well, shit.
Because imagine if you actually stopped at a red light during a time of the utmost urgency.
Yeah.
Urgency, sorry.
Hmm.
Okay.
No shit.
No, he's not.
I'll tell him.
Alright.
Wowee. Fastest guys ever.
10 out of 10. Well, at least this guy does look like he had a little bit more effort put into it. Yes, Mr. Totally Not Tintin this time, I swear.
Surprise! Turns out, turns out it's actually not Tintin. Fooled you.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, I
Ooh.
don't think I've explained what the Blue Lotus is. The Blue Lotus is a house where they smoke opium, basically, which is where we are right now.
Boo.
All right, here's the new shipment of opium.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the first I heard of opium was in an episode of Doctor Who. It was one where it was made in, or it was set in China, not made in China. I think it was. No, it was in London, but it involved Chinese people.
All right. Oh, and there's Mr. Wang and Mrs. Wang. Jesus. Well, crap.
So yeah, it turns out he's not.
And there you go. Turns out Rossopopoulos is the head of all of this. Oh, hello. There you go. He was the one who fell at the end of the last book, except he didn't die.
Oh, great.
What a lovely day. Like, that's reassuring. Whoa. Fire!
I guess. Of course.
There's always one.
Yeah, with all these secret doors and that, I'm surprised they didn't make a Cluedo game about Tintin. It was Tintin with the match using the secret door in his bedroom. Ow.
Okay.
But he was grabbed by was that Thomson and Thompson?
Exactly. Good job, Dwebs. There you go. We found an antidote, which means now we can cure everybody who's been poisoned.
Ah, good.
Plot twist. Turns out everything was an hallucination, and Tintin was actually injected with the hallucination poison.
Yeah, by a long time we mean about 5 minutes because we're that inept.
Basically, they adopted him.
Oh. Okay.
People died.
Well, technically they didn't, but
Trees are rainbow in my heart. What the shit?
What does he? Does he shit rainbows or something?
they were trying to be Chinese, you know, because there's a stereotype that the Chinese always say this kind of shit, where there's a rainbow in my heart, or it pains my heart, or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was part 2 of the
Blue Lotus.
Lotus. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed this one as well.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Hey, guys, why don't you, since you have the box set right there, why don't you check for us what's the next book?
All right, I shall. Just let me press the title button. The next one will be The Broken Ear.
Oh, awesome. The Broken Ear. I love that one. Which means that, believe it or not, the next one actually takes place in the fucking Amazon jungle. All right. See you then for The Broken Ear.
Okay, see it.
See ya.